Now, I've been drawing NBA players as their nicknames for a while, but this time around, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Hey, I'm gonna be drawing 4 NBA nicknames, so 4 players in this video. Just let me get everything set up on my table, but y'all can sit back, grab a snack, and we gotta hop into the first nickname that we gotta do. Hey, you can see we gotta kick this off with one of the more recent, more new nicknames introduced in the NBA, and I think it's actually a really high quality one too, the Alien for Wemby. So I'm gonna have to give y'all the breakdown, the game plan of what I'm trying to do here. I'm obviously gonna try to give him like an intergalactic type of vibe. I'm actually just gonna draw him similar to the alien emoji, you know, honestly. Maybe just draw him a little bit more intimidating though. You know, low-key, this kind of feels like I'm drawing Spider-Man with the way his eyes are shaped. And it's gonna be essential for me to draw the Spurs jersey on him. But right now, I'm still kind of just loosely sketching where I want everything placed. But before I started to sketch, you know, I was actually at the coffee shop planning out which nicknames I wanted to include in this. Bro, I keep on forgetting how many like good NBA nicknames I haven't drawn out yet. Like more specifically, some of the older players that played in like the 80s and the 90s. I was reading through the suggestions in the comments too, but listen, there's a lot of nicknames I gotta get to. I gotta draw, I gotta fix that. But you can see that we got the sketch together pretty easy too. Just the Spurs logo was the only thing that took a little bit of time. Only thing is, I feel like I should have drew him with like an alien weapon. Like maybe, you know, maybe one of those weapons from Halo or something, just to make him look a bit more intimidating.
Was sleeping in these studios and waking up at 7, took the train to college. One semester was enough, I told my mom I got a different
Now artistically, I want this to look really clean and polished. You know, some really crisp lines, so I'm gonna use my bold ink pens for this. Just trying to make my hands steady when I'm doing the lettering and everything.
If they don't credit me, I'm checking out. These raps are just the thoughts I always stress about. My only
But so far so good. You know, like I said earlier, I really am gonna base this off that alien emoji, so I had to look at that before I started the coloring. Now I'm gonna say this, like with 100% certainty, 100%, I am gonna eventually color a background behind him. You know I always say that. Like I always say, yo, I'm gonna draw and color in the background behind this person, but I usually never get to it. This time is gonna be different, I swear. Mainly because I really wanna color a galaxy background behind him, so I'll leave some time to do that.
Since my hands was to the sky, I'll be damned if I don't fly.
But we got one nickname down. Got him staring at us like this, but yeah, one down, we gotta move to the next. Next up, bro, we gotta do, I think this is y'all's favorite player. I see him all the time in the comments, but Anthony Edwards is AntMan. Now, I have drawn him previously with the AntMan helmet over his head, like in a doodle art style, but this time around, I'm still gonna draw him as AntMan, the superhero, only I'm gonna just draw him with the suit on. I'm not gonna include the helmet this time. Now, like I said earlier, I know there's a ton of like new nicknames I still haven't drawn yet that I'm gonna get to, but is there any like older ones I might have did before that y'all want to see me redo like I'm doing with AntMan right here? Now I do want to mention, bro, I did have like a ton of trouble with this drawing, like specifically drawing his face. This drawing right here was the main reason this video got delayed. It was frustrating me so much. So with that said, I'm glad I did get a chance to, you know, step away from the studio, take some breaks here and there, because it was definitely beneficial just to get away from it, take a little step back, no pun intended, with the NBA, and come back at a later date. But back in the studio, man, let me add some color to him. Now, I am gonna add some fire around him. And I think for future videos, I'm gonna start adding more elements around like the characters to enhance them. You know, like explosions, power orbs, lightnings, water, just stuff like that to make it look like they got some powers. But here's the result, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this at all. I'm probably gonna end up changing it later down the line, but next nickname. Now, this is definitely a nickname that I've been sleeping on for a while. You know, I should have drew this a lot earlier. But man, hey, we finally got to it now. I gotta do book. And you can probably tell by the sketch, you know, you're gonna have to forgive me. I wasn't the most imaginative and creative with this, but I still think the draw is gonna get the job done. Now, initially, I was gonna draw like a giant book and just have like Devin Booker's face as the cover of it, but I don't think it would have looked well with the rest of the panel. I don't think it would have flowed well. If you notice too, I am gonna go for more of an anime style with this one. I based it off like an older drawing I did of Devin Booker a while back, like last year, I think. But hey, the important thing is, I told you this earlier, I did add the backgrounds in. So, I finished Booker, but I did add the backgrounds to the first 2 drawings. Y'all let me know how these came out so far, but we still got one more nickname left. But we gotta move on to Allan Iverson AI. I saw this a lot in the comments. A couple of people suggested I draw him as AI, so that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try to make it look like a neon. I'm gonna try to make this look like a neon robot. That's what we're gonna go for. And this one was a wild card too. I'm not sure how this one's gonna come out, or if it's even gonna work well with the rest of the panel, but you gotta try new things and see. Anyway, I'm gonna fade into the full reveal, but make sure you guys subscribe and like the video beforehand, and let's get to it. Right in front of you, you can see the 4 NBA nicknames I did for this video. Let me know which ones I absolutely need to do next. And if you want to see more nickname drawings, I got the videos lined up right here. You can click these right here, but thank you guys for watching. New videos coming soon, and I'm out.